Welcome back to T-Facts, where we dive into the latest happenings and uncover the stories behind the headlines. Today, we have 4 intriguing news stories from the world of Survivor that you won't want to miss. Let's jump right in. First up, we have the drama surrounding David Kinne from Survivor 48. After an emotional exit, David shares insights on the shocking betrayal that led to his elimination and the fallout with his girlfriend back home. What really happened during those tense moments at Tribal Council? Let's find out. In our second story, we have exclusive details from unseen footage where David reveals the pivotal moments that viewers didn't get to see. From Joe's questionable loyalty to David's strategic plans, this deep dive unveils layers of gameplay that could have changed the outcome of the season. Next, we catch up with David as he reflects on life after Survivor. Following a tough breakup that he attributes to the game, he shares how he found love again and moved on to a much healthier situation. This transformation is truly inspirational. And lastly, ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of Survivor? Host Jeff Probst spills the beans on the crew's policies about dangerous wildlife on set. Do they warn contestants about lurking snakes? You might be surprised by his answer. So stick around as we break down each of these stories in detail. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest updates. Let's get started. David Kinne's journey on Survivor 48 took a shocking turn during Tribal Council, leaving fans and contestants buzzing with questions. After a solid performance throughout the game, David found himself blindsided when he was voted out in a shocking twist that he didn't see coming. In a recent interview, David opened up about the intense atmosphere at Tribal Council. As his name was called repeatedly, he realized that something was very wrong. "The first time I saw my name, I knew it was over," David admitted. His instincts proved correct as he observed the shifting allegiances within his alliance. Throughout the game, David had been a vital player, adept at reading the dynamics of his tribe and strategizing with his fellow contestants. Yet, in that pivotal moment, he felt the betrayal of those he trusted most. David specifically called out Joe Hunter, feeling that Joe had broken their agreement. "I was the ride-or-die kind of guy," he expressed, highlighting his commitment to their alliance. He had even laid out a strategic plan to vote out Camilla, feeling confident that Joe would stand by him. However, when push came to shove, Joe flipped and helped orchestrate David's elimination. "He swore on his kids that he would never stab me in the back," David recalled, reflecting on the depth of his perceived betrayal. The emotional fallout didn't end at Tribal Council. David also shared the impact of this betrayal on his personal life, revealing that immediately after learning he hadn't won the game, his girlfriend chose to leave him. "A few weeks after she found out I didn't win, she was out the door," he explained, offering insight into his vulnerable state after the show concluded. Despite the heartbreak, David chose to focus on the future. He has since moved on and is now dating someone he describes as the most incredible woman. He viewed the breakup as a blessing in disguise and a chance to grow and move forward. His resilience and determination show that while his Survivor journey may have ended, this chapter of his life is far from over. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into David's Survivor experience and explore what's next for him on his new path. In our second story, we explore exclusive details surrounding unseen footage that reveals pivotal moments from David Kinne's time on Survivor 48, which the audience didn't get to witness during the show. After his surprising exit, David sat down for an insightful interview where he clarified many aspects that were cut from the air. One major point of discussion was his assertion that Joe Hunter had broken his word. "There's more obviously that the edit cannot show," David explained. He recounted a crucial moment during a reward challenge where he assembled a plan to secure their alliance against the looming threat. "I had a strong suspicion about Kyle and Shahin working with Camilla," he stated, indicating his keen sense of strategy and competition. During their discussions, David laid out a detailed approach, aiming to switch the votes to target Camilla. He felt confident that if they could align Joe and the rest of the group behind his plan, they would successfully dismantle the brewing alliance against them. But the shocking twist came when, despite agreeing on the plan, Joe decided to go back on his commitment. When it came time to vote out Camilla, Joe did not keep his word, David lamented. This betrayal was not only a game-changer in terms of strategy, but deeply affected David's trust in Joe, who he had considered a close ally. It was frustrating because I laid out the game plan so clearly, and yet they fell right into my trap and still didn't listen, he said, emphasizing his disappointment in the group dynamics. David's insights shed light on how alliances are constantly shifting in the game and how critical communication is in maintaining trust. The unseen footage illuminates the complexity of Survivor gameplay, revealing that the narrative presented to viewers is just a snippet of the entire reality contestants face on the island. As fans of Survivor, we know that the game isn't just about physical challenges, it's deeply psychological and emotional. David's experience highlights the backstabbing, shifting loyalties, and the intensity that unfolds behind the scenes. Stay with us as we continue to unravel David's journey and how these unseen moments shaped his experience on Survivor 48. In our third story, we catch up with David Kinne as he reflects on life after Survivor 48, a journey filled with unexpected changes and personal growth. Following his emotional exit from the competition, David shared how the experience has transformed his life in more ways than one. When he returned from Fiji, David faced not just the fallout of his game, but also significant challenges in his personal life. He revealed that after learning he didn't win the $1 million prize, his relationship with his girlfriend began to crumble. "A few weeks after she found out I didn't win, she was out the door," David stated candidly. Despite the heartbreak, he has since come to see this turning point as a blessing in disguise. Looking back, it was a really toxic relationship, he admitted, highlighting the importance of recognizing unhealthy dynamics. Fast forward to today, and David is in a much better place. "I'm dating the most incredible woman," he expressed with enthusiasm, indicating how this new relationship has brought joy and stability into his life. He shared that he has moved out of the trailer he lived in before, expressing gratitude for the fresh start. "I'm now in Ohio, flying skydivers, working as a jump pilot. I'm building hours towards my goal of a career in airlines," he explained, illustrating the positive direction he's taken since leaving the show. David's story emphasizes the resilience and adaptability one can cultivate after facing challenges. It serves as a reminder that while reality TV can be a pressure cooker of emotions and strategy, the experience can lead to profound personal development. "I truly feel blessed right now," he exclaimed, showcasing his optimistic outlook on life's new chapter. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the growing story of David Kinne, his newfound happiness, and what exciting adventures lie ahead for him beyond the Survivor arena. And finally, in our fourth story, let's take a look at what happens behind the scenes on Survivor. Host Jeff Probst recently shared some surprising insights during an episode of his podcast, highlighting the reality of life on set, especially when it comes to dealing with potential hazards, like snakes. In a candid conversation, Probst was asked whether the crew would warn contestants if a snake happened to slither into camp unnoticed. His answer? "Absolutely not," he stated firmly. This revelation underscores the self-sufficiency required of contestants as they navigate the challenges of the game. Probst explained that the players are largely left to deal with the environment on their own, which can include encounters with various wildlife. Over the years, castaways have had encounters with snakes, though none has unexpectedly snuck into camp, he elaborated, recalling some unforgettable moments from past seasons. One tale involved a king cobra, which he vividly described as looking like a normal snake until they sort of rear up and then their hood opens up. Moreover, Probst gave a shout-out to the fearless critters that participants often encounter, emphasizing that it's all part of the Survivor experience. Rachel Lamont, a winner from Survivor 47, co-hosted the podcast and shared her own thoughts on dealing with the insects and other creatures infiltrating camp. She insisted that while the risks are real, they add to the thrilling unpredictability of the game. As fans of Survivor, we know that the challenges are not just about strategy and social dynamics, but also about survival in the wilderness. Probst's insights into the crew's hands-off approach reveal the true grit and resilience of the players as they face not only their fellow contestants, but also the unpredictable elements of nature. So, as we wrap up today's video, remember that Survivor is as much about the psychological strategy as it is about surviving the wild. Thank you for watching, and be sure to stick around for more updates from the world of Survivor and beyond.